It seems this croc missed the memo on being terrifying. Let's meet the gharial, a top 3 weakling in the croc world. The gharial is a freshwater croc found in the Ganges and Indus rivers. Imagine being baptized in the Ganges right at birth. You've got to have some unique traits to stand out there. Sure enough, it evolved the thinnest and longest snout in the family. That's why it's famously called the long-snout crocodile. A bulky body, tiny head, and needle-thin snout, it looks so mismatched. It evolved this bizarre snout over millennia just to catch fish better. This shape drastically reduces water resistance when snapping at prey. To boost underwater power and agility, its 4 legs grew even shorter than those of other crocs. They are slowly evolving to look more like fins. Most crocs have rough, bumpy armor plating. But the gharial's scales are highly polished to stay streamlined. It looks much smoother than its cousins. It can easily hold its breath underwater for over 2 hours. Every adaptation is designed for a perfect life in the water. But as cold-blooded reptiles, they must come ashore to sunbathe. However, none of its gear is meant for dry land. This makes the gharial completely useless on the ground. It can only slide forward on its belly. It can't lift its body to walk like other crocodiles do. Plus, that thin snout is only good for catching small fish. Its ability to hunt large animals is basically zero. Do they get jealous watching other crocs take down buffalo or horses? Even its cousin, the false gharial, eats better than it does. Its snout is shorter and wider than the gharial's. This allows it to snack on piglets or deer occasionally. In comparison, the gharial is stuck with a fish-only diet. At most, it might scavenge on carrion or corpses in the river. That's why it's also known as the fish-eating crocodile. It single-handedly dragged its combat power to the bottom. No wonder it's called a total weakling. Physically, the gharial is quite slender. Females grow to 4 meters, while males reach up to 6. By length alone, they are actually quite massive. But that long snout takes up a lot of that length. So they weigh much less than other crocs of the same size. Females are only 115 kilos, males are around 200. These large but gentle giants became easy targets for humans. They offer lots of skin and are sadly easy to hunt. For a century, locals have hunted them relentlessly, taking their skin, meat, and even their eggs. By 2008, they were nearly wiped out. With fewer than 200 adults left, they became critically endangered. In early 2008, a mass death event occurred. Over 100 died along the Chambal River in India. This wiped out nearly half of the remaining population. Luckily, the Indian government launched a rescue plan. They ramped up protection efforts and built artificial sandbanks for them to lay eggs. After captive breeding, they released thousands back into the wild. By last year, the wild adult population stabilized at around 800. Though there are still more living in captivity today. Besides the snout, they have another unique feature. The males have a big nose. Mature males develop a hollow, bulbous growth on their snout. Biologists think this helps amplify their underwater sounds. It's a way to show off their masculine charm. Females seem to prefer males with these large growths. This makes them the only crocs where males and females look different. You can tell them apart at a single glance. As mentioned, they need to sunbathe every day. And that goes for the hatchlings too. But babies gathered on shore are easy targets for predators. So, the little ones hitch a ride on an adult's back. Curiously, that adult might not even be their parent. It could just be a random uncle helping out. They are very social, neighbors all pitch in with childcare. Perhaps the species realized something important. As long as the species survives, it doesn't matter whose kid it is.